My Genius Hour project, learning to weld.
For my Genius Hour, I'm going to be welding a dice. Well, not those little kind of dices. I'm going to be welding a big one. And they can hold like pencils, pens, anything about that size.
Materials I'm gonna need.
First things first, when you're working in a shop, you need to have your safety gear, your safety glasses, your welding suit, your steel-toed boots, gloves, and a beanie, just so you don't catch your hair on fire. When you're making things, you need to know what kind of material you're working with. So this is steel, and we need to know how thick it is. And you put this around, and then you need to find out what gauge material. So this is an 11 gauge mile steel. First, I have to lay out my steel for the size of plates that I'm cutting. Now we have to put these pieces into the shear to cut down the size. The shear is a very dangerous piece of material, so it needs to be used by experts. So my dad's gonna help me.
You ready? You push the pedal. Push the pedal, Aaron.
To get to anywhere, maybe we'll make a deal.
See what I mean? That thing could chop your fingers off in a second. So that's why I needed to cut these pieces up to size. Now I need to lay out my holes. So now I have to use this. This is a center punch. So I just put in the middle, go like this. That's for drilling the hole. Now that all my holes are laid out and center punched, now I have to drill them. Here we're going to put it in the drill press to drill our holes. You always need to wear your face shield when you're drilling holes. First thing I need to do is put my steel in the vise. Now I have to clamp the vise. Now we're ready to drill our hole. Now I have my first hole drilled. I have to change the size of my drill bits. Now I need to choose the next size of hole I'm going to drill. Now I need to measure my pen size. This is my caliper. Oh, seems like I need a half-inch drill bit. Now I use my drill gauge to find out what size drill bit I'm going to use. I need a half-inch. This is what size I'm going to use. Now we take this over to the drill press and put it in the chuck. Now that we are done drilling our holes, we need to clean them. So we use this tool. It's called a countersink. This is the last piece. This is the bottom. And we don't want the holes to go all the way through. So we're going to use this tool. And it's called an end mill. And that way we can put 2 holes in it. And we don't want them to go all the way through. So that's called a blind hole. Now that our blind holes are finished, we're gonna get to the good stuff. We're gonna start welding. Now we need to set our gas up.
Now keep turning and a little bit more and stop.
To set my wire speed and my voltage.
Top 40. 40. Bottom at 45.
Whenever you're welding, you have to wear your welding helmet. It covers the ultraviolet light from the welder. Done a little bit of practicing. Even though it doesn't look so pretty, at least it's a start. We're practicing. It's getting smoother. It's not getting all bumpy. Pretty good.
Looking better?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little bit more practice.
Every time you're welding, you need to keep it slow and steady and about a pen length of it away from the metal. Ready?
Yep. Stop. See how you're too far away now?
Oh yeah, so that's why it
That's
was
why I did that. Yeah,
crackling.
okay, so now you gotta nip the end off that. There you go. Wiggle it off.
First, since I tack welded these, now I have to tack weld these. First I have to clamp it on.
Good. Next. Good.
Now it's all tacked. Ready?
Go.
Fast car. Highway. They gonna make a decision.
It is all welded. Now I have to grind it and clean it up. My dad said if you're grinding it and you're not welding, you're a grinder. Grinding is very loud, so you need your earplugs for this, because it's gonna ruin your hearing probably. This side's sanded. It's ready for paint. It's finally finished. Why is this project worthwhile? It's worthwhile because I want to be just like my dad. I want to be a millwright when I grow up. I didn't have to do a lot of research. As I say that, I mean my dad knew everything that I had to do because he's a pro.